Hello everyone, it's Aslan White with Wolf Dog News. That's the name of the new Patreon channel that we're creating here. And so this is an example of a tiny little news clip because I'm offering things like news clips. And this is an educational news clip because we do an educational wolf sanctuary here. So I apologize if I look a little sleepy because I have been sleeping all day. It's been one of those days for me where my body just crashed after running around and chasing wolves with porcupine quills and all kinds of other things. I finally had to crash, so I crashed on a friend's couch in Santa Fe, Raphael's couch, and so I'm going to do a little mini ad for Raphael in a little bit, just as a thanks for letting me hang out on his couch. But for now, I'm going to do a news clip for you. This is called a news clip, and if you go to my Patreon site, you can sign up because these won't always be free. These sometimes you'll have to be a member to see them, but for now they're free because I want to tell you all about this new system I'm just starting to work with called Patreon. And this system helps me because for a long time I've been wanting to get more organized and put all of you into a system of some kind. I thought I would just create like an email list or my own system for all of you. But Patreon gives me the infrastructure that I don't have to do, reinventing the wheel stuff. So instead of reinventing the wheel, it's a really easy way for me to stay connected with those of you that I want to bring or that want to be in a more intimate circle with us. And so I'm inviting you to join us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. So for $1 a month, you can become a member and receive these news clips for free. So right now I'm offering the news clips for free, and news clips are just tiny little short videos that are teaching videos about different things. So this one is a teaching video about dog food and how to make healthy dog food for people who want to do their own dog food at home, and based on ancient what wolves like to eat, which is also what domestic dogs really like to eat. So because wolves are their ancestors. So this is dog food that I've made for two that are in my car right now that have just been amazing because I passed out on a couch in pain. Thought I was going to pass out for 10 minutes and I was out for a couple hours, I think. So it's a Sunday, so it's a good time for that. Anyway, so this is dog food homemade. This is, the base is, oops, dun-da-da, dog food. Okay. So, homemade dog food made out of organic oats. And I like to emphasize the organic on oats because if it's not organic, it probably has glyphosate in it, which is also poisoning a lot of the wheat and making a lot of people really sick and having kidney issues and bladder issues and just organ irritation in general. So, if you have any of those symptoms and you're eating non-organic wheat or oats, I suggest you just try switching to organic wheat and oats and see if that helps. So I don't want to irritate the organs of my animals, and so I use organic oats. And oats are one of the cheaper grains. They're also really good for cleaning out the intestines of people and dogs. So dogs that eat a lot of different bacteria of different kinds, it's good to always reinstill the good bacteria, the helpful bacteria, along with things that clean out the guts, like oats. So this is just very gently cooked organic oats, and then a package of Trader Joe's hamburger. The hamburger is actually not organic. I'm on a budget, and so the non-organic Trader Joe hamburger is under $4, and the organic one jumps up a couple dollars. So we're going cheap tonight, so it's the non-organic. However, I would recommend always doing organic whenever you can, and I do it whenever I can. Trader Joe's says that even though it's not organic, it's still good. So I trust Trader Joe's. And if I find out I'm not supposed to trust them, I'm going to be really upset and I'm going to send them some upset letters and not use their non-organic hamburger anymore. But for now, that's what they get. But it's just a package of 1 pound of hamburger. It's not cooked, it's raw. So they are getting raw meat in this meal. It's a raw meal. I did cook the oats because for me, a lot of people know that dogs may or may not always want to digest grains. Although my animals eat a lot of grains out in the wild, I see them. They often eat greens in the wild as well, and roots and things. And so anyway, I do cook the oats to make them more gentle. And then I do keep the meat raw so that it's nutritious and has everything that they need in the raw meat for them. Because they are sometimes raw meat creatures. So what else is in here? I have some ground up pumpkin seeds. That's to help clear parasites and worms that they constantly eat funny things on the ground, and so constantly pick up parasites and worms, and so I'm constantly giving them things that then clear those things out of their bodies. So ground up pumpkin seeds, and not even so many, just, I just have a couple in here, so ground up so that everybody gets a little bit. And then a thing of organic yogurt. This one happens to be lactose free because I borrowed it from my friend Raphael, but it's just a little container of yogurt, and I'm doing that because I'm on the road, and it's kind of the fast food for wolf dogs. And so the yogurt is the good bacteria. Let's see what else is in here. A little olive oil, some coconut, some raw coconut shredded. In this case, it's just shredded coconut. Sometimes I put coconut oil. Today I have olive oil and shredded coconut. So that's their meal for today for Lomi and Bluey. Those are the two I'm feeding, and this is going to feed those two. That should be enough. So, okay, that's a short for today. That's how to make dog food at home if you want. That's one recipe for you. I don't think I missed anything. Trying to think if there's anything else in there. I don't think so. Pink salt, did I say that? I add just a little pink salt for minerals, or some kind of a mineral salt is a nice idea. Don't give them normal salt if you can help it. I don't think it's good for people or for animals, so I recommend some kind of natural mineral salt. Okay, that's a dog food recipe. And in answer to it's a question answer as well. Someone asked, how did you feed your dogs before social media? So this is a recipe that I've been feeding them, something like this, for a long time. This is how I fed them, but I've never been without social media. But this is how I feed them, and they never get fed on social media, actually. Social media is where I communicate about them, and it's where they communicate through me, but they don't get fed on social media, but they do get fed this, and for a lot of years, no, just kidding. I'm a vegan, so I'm a fairy. I don't eat these things. Okay, I love you all, and that's a dog food recipe. And then one more thing, pray over it and bless it, especially since it's non-organic meat. I pray for the meat industry when I do that, so I'm going to do that, but I'll do that offline. Thank you all, blessings, all of you, and may all your dog food be beautiful and from your heart for your puppies.